Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today. And this week sees the release of the comic book horror film Brightburn hitting store shelves, along with the heartwarming family drama A Dog's Journey, the comedy The Hustle. Plus, we also have the complete ninth season of The Walking Dead coming out, and Arrow Video is releasing a Blu-ray edition of the 1980 crime thriller Cruising, plus much, much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are in a Walmart here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of A Dog's Journey for $22.96. They also have the DVD for $17.96. Now, I got a chance to catch this on Amazon Prime, and I was a little skeptical because I did kind of like the trailers, but I wasn't that impressed with A Dog's Way Home, and so I was like, another maybe not so great dog movie, and I just was kind of like, I might stay away, but I decided to watch it for the video, and honestly, I am really pleasantly surprised. Swear to God, man, I really am, because this thing is really heartwarming. It's got great characters in here. It's got a heartfelt story with the dog. I like the voiceover stuff with Josh Gad. I think it's got some really nice funny moments, some really like tear-jerking moments. There's moments here where I almost cried, swear to God. I like the dogs. I think they're cute as hell. I thought this movie really worked, man. I thought this was a great sort of dramatic and heartfelt movie that I was not expecting to like, man. I really wasn't, and this really surprised me in a big bad way. It honestly is pretty damn good. I wasn't a fan of Dog's Way Home. I didn't quite like that journey. I didn't really like the dog's journey and the voiceover stuff here. I thought the voiceover stuff worked perfectly, and I thought all of the dogs, and I think all the acting and everything, I thought it was spot on, man. I thought they did a great job here. Consider me pleasantly surprised by A Dog's Journey. I really enjoyed it. If you guys really do like dog movies, yeah, this one is something I would recommend, honestly. A must-see for any dog lover. I would agree. And it's would. Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. I definitely would agree. They also have over here this DVD only at Walmart, A Dog's Journey and A Dog's Purpose 2 movie collection for $22.96. Oh, is this? Was A Dog's Purpose the first film? Oh, wow, dude, I didn't even know that. Swear to God. I never saw Dog's Purpose, so wow, am I really behind? No, I never saw A Dog's Purpose, so picking up where A Dog's Purpose left off. No, I did not know that at all, man. Swear to God, I just watched this movie as just a movie. I never thought of it as a sequel, but I guess it is. Oh, I never saw that first movie. I mean, if I like the second movie, I probably would like the first movie, right? I mean, definitely let me know, but well, that's actually really cool. Now I actually kind of want to watch A Dog's Purpose and see how good it is and how good it connects with the second movie. I'm actually really interested now, guys. Swear to God. Is it good? Let me know. Very interesting. Huh. Not know that at all. Surprise, surprise. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of The Sun Is Also a Star for $15.96. And I actually did not realize this came out this week. I know this came to theaters very briefly. It kind of sort of came and went really fast. I watched the trailer, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the trailer. And the story, it seemed like the story is about this guy who meets this girl, and it's her sort of last day before she leaves for good, and they spend the day together, and he's sort of like, you know, I like you, I'm in love with you, don't leave, and they sort of have this romantic connection, something like that. I know it's based off a book. I kind of always, I watched the trailer and I felt like the trailer was, it almost felt like it could be a horror movie. This guy like stalking her and telling her that he loves her and she's meant to be with him. And I'm like, boy, they made this into a romantic movie, but damn, could it be made into a horror film? Jeez. I don't know how the book is, and truth be told, I don't know how the movie is either. I gotta definitely watch it and let you guys know, but, the trailer just looked okay. It looked like another one of those sort of young adult sort of adaptations that didn't look so hot to me. Maybe I'm wrong though, but definitely let me know about The Sun Is Also a Star. Then they have over here, they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Batman Family Matters for $19.96 and the DVD for $12.96. Another Lego Batman movie. I don't think this one came to theaters. Or at least I don't believe it did. I do really like some of the Lego ones. I think some of the Lego ones are actually really cool. I really do. I'm not sure about this one. It kind of looks kind of like sort of maybe a little bit cheaply made compared to the other Lego ones, but I'm not too positive, actually. I think actually the Lego Batman one is actually probably the most popular out of all of them, because I think people really connected with them and thought it was really funny. So why not do another and make more money off it? If you guys have seen this one, definitely let me know if it's worth it. And it also comes with a Lego Mini Ultimate Batmobile. Yeah, it has the pieces in here. Really cool. Well, if you're a fan of the Lego movies, maybe you'll be a fan of this one. Not bad at all. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of The Hustle for $22.96 and the DVD for $17.96. Now, Nick and I did a movie review on The Hustle. You can catch it on the movie review playlist. I'll also put a link down below in the description if you want to hear our full and complete thoughts on the movie. Oh man, I wish I could say a lot of good things about this one, guys, but I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the movie is really not that funny, very unfunny. I thought the chemistry between the two women here, Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway, is not good. I thought that the plot was very weak. I thought that the con stuff was way over the top, ridiculously over the top. It's actually a remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels with Steve Martin and Michael Caine, and that's a great movie. That's an awesome movie. Unfortunately, this is not one of those movies, guys. It's not very clever, and it's not really interesting, and it really pales in comparison. I thought they could make something really clever and really something unique to update it for modern times, and they really didn't do it. I hate to say this, but this is one of those remake duds that you guys really should stay away from. Yeah, this is one where the original way overpowers it. Yeah, not a good con movie, not a good comedy. All around, just a very weak sauce of a film. Yeah, definitely stay away from The Hustle, guys. Then I'm seeing over here they have season 2 of SWAT for $29.96. SWAT. More. I never saw the first season of this show, so I really don't know much about. I really don't actually know much about the show. If it's good or not. It might be one of those really generic ones, though. Kind of one of those generic titles that I don't really see. I'm not really much for these sort of more like serial dramas. I don't really like them, so I'm not really sure how this one actually is compared to like some of the other sort of cop shows. I like the movie, though. I think the SWAT movie is really good with Samuel L. Jackson, but yeah, I'm not so sure about this one, guys. Kind of looks like one of those episodic things. Yeah, I'm not too big into those. I will probably pass on SWAT, guys. Probably indeed will pass on it. And over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the 4K Blu-ray digital of Brightburn for $22.96, the Blu-ray DVD and digital for $19.96, and the DVD for $17.96 right here. Now, John and I did a spoiler review on Brightburn. You can catch it on the movie review playlist. I'll also put a link down below in the description if you want to hear our full and complete thoughts for the movie, guys. And we actually really enjoyed the movie. We liked that it was sort of this really interesting sort of dark spin on the sort of Superman story of how somebody comes down as a baby and raised by these farm people, and instead of being good, they turn evil. We like that spin to it. We thought the gore was really cool here. We thought the characters were really cool. We liked the superpowers and everything. We thought there was a lot of cool stuff in the movie, but there was also things in here that were kind of lacking. And I think some of it for us was, honestly, the explanations. We thought it could have been explained a little bit better. We thought that we just needed a little bit more to sort of what's going on with the story. Why is this character doing some of this stuff? What's sort of the motivation? Where did he come from? There's certain things where we wanted a little bit more to chew on, but I thought overall, though, it's actually a really solid movie. Again, I like that they take that darker spin of what if Superman was evil. I like that idea, and I think for the most part it explores it to its fullest potential. They do leave the door open for certain things, and maybe it could have been a little bit better in spots, but overall, though, actually better than I thought it was going to be, guys. I thought it wasn't going to live up to some of the potential that I thought it had, but it honestly did. I'm actually quite surprised. I thought Brightburn wasn't half bad, guys. Definitely give it a chance. If you're into comic book stuff and horror, it's a cool little mashup. Not bad at all, guys. Then over here, I'm seeing they have the DVD of The Brink for $12.96 right here. That's a really cool cover, man. Look at that. Nice. Oh, it looks like they're attacking each other underwater. Really cool. Nice. Relentless barrage of action. Oh, okay. So it's a nice little sort of revenge thriller. Huh. Nice. Looks kind of cool, actually. Not bad. Huh. Where he's sort of hunting somebody down and going after them for revenge. Nice. I think for me the cover is really cool, though. I mean, if I was just blind buying it, man, like the cover would catch my eye really good. God, that's a really cool cover, man. Don't know how the movie is, but the cover alone is really kick-ass. That's really awesome. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of The Assault for $14.96. With Tom Sizemore, Kevin Nash, and Jordan Ladd. God, when's the last time I saw Jordan Ladd? I think the last time I really remember seeing her in something, I think it's Club Dread. But that was so long ago, man. She's got to be in other stuff, but, God, it's been so long. Every heist needs a getaway. Not a bad cover, actually. Not a bad cover at all. Life begins at the end of a gun. What is this? Tired of her husband's Seth's abusive. What? Let's not drag me into this, shall we? Okay, let's not drag me into this, alright? Lindsay's out for revenge. She and her exotic dancer friend Nikki are stealing Seth's riches. Where do I have riches? Can somebody tell me that? Brazen armed robbers. Oh, you just gotta seduce Tom Sizemore. Can't find anybody else, huh? Oh, jeez. It looks okay. It looks kind of like this sort of straight-to-DVD action movie kind of thing. You know, I used to like Tom Sizemore back in the day, but he's made a lot of clunkers as of late, man. This kind of looks just okay. It's kind of cool that they named a character after me, but, you know, he doesn't seem like the greatest guy, though, so maybe that's not a compliment? I don't know. Straight to DVD movie. Maybe I shouldn't feel so honored. Let me know what you guys think of The Assault. Then they have the DVD of Iron Sky, The Coming Race. Let's make Earth great again. Well, you know, what that's from. Look at this cover, dude. Like, she's holding this chalice, and there's a fucking dinosaur in here. Some sort of Nazi riding a dinosaur. Earth space adventure. What in the fuck is this? Following the devastating aftermath of nuclear war, the former Nazi moon base has become the first. What in the holy hell is this, man? This is weird. This is really odd, dude. I have no idea. I think there was a first movie, Iron Sky, but I never saw it, actually. I never saw the first Iron Sky, so I actually don't know much about it. I heard it was actually really good, though, but is this sort of the sequel to it? It looks really crazy as shit, like Nazis riding dinosaurs and some weird fucking it's really odd, dude. It's got my man Udo Kier in it. I love Udo Kier. Really weird stuff, dude. Now I don't know what to make of this. If you guys know anything about Iron Sky, the coming age, or the coming race, definitely let me know. Looks really crazy and bizarre, man. Yikes. And then the other thing over here is I'm seeing they have the DVD digital of Unplanned for $14.96. Now this actually was supposed to come out last week, and I didn't see it at any stores. This is based off of a true story about this woman who used to work at this sort of like abortion clinic, and now she sort of is now not working there, and she's telling her story and everything. This is a very controversial movie, man. You know, abortion and everything like that is a really, really touchy subject. I watched the movie on Amazon Prime, and it's good. I like the performances. I like the acting here. I thought it's a very interesting and unique story. I just think this is going to ruffle a lot of people's feathers, and it's really controversial. It's a good movie, worth checking out, just for, you know, what side you're on, and, you know, pick a side. But I think people are gonna be turned off by this movie, but I wanted to check it out for the sake of giving it a chance. It's not bad, though. It is worth your time, guys, if you are interested in checking out other points of views. Not bad at all. And not bad selection over here, guys. Actually pretty cool stuff. All right, let's see what else Walmart's got. All right, everybody, we are over in this section here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray digital of The Walking Dead, the complete 9th season, for $39.96. The DVD for $34.96. Now, truth be told, guys, not gonna lie, the last time I watched The Walking Dead was at the end of season 7. I sort of cut ties with it. I didn't like where it was going. I thought it was meandering. I thought the plot was getting weak. I thought the characters were getting a little dull. I didn't like where it was going, so I left. And a lot of people said to me that season 8 felt like more of the same, so I wasn't missing out on much. And now I'm kind of hearing that it's turning a corner a little bit, that season 9 is better than some of the previous seasons, and that it's a little bit more focused, and there's better villains, and it's just improved overall. Now, I can't testify to that because, again, I haven't watched it. To me, I just felt like there was a great opportunity with Negan as the villain, and I felt like they overdid it with Negan. And even though I didn't watch season 8, I know about it. You know, Bob ends up like keeping me in check about what's going on. And I didn't like what they did in season 8. I didn't like the fact that they never killed Negan off. I thought that was a huge mistake. I thought some of the like things that they did to sort of like shock audiences, I felt like were just cheap tricks that didn't work. And now going into season 9 here, I kind of feel like maybe it's past its prime. I mean, that's just what I think. I mean, like I said, some people told me it was much more improved with like these new villains, and that again, they've trimmed some of the fat. It's hard to tell for me, because I don't know if I'm really ever going to go back to The Walking Dead, to be honest with you guys. I mean, maybe if season 9 hits on Netflix, I might kind of binge watch some of it just to check it out. But I used to be a huge fan, man. I used to be a huge fan, season 1 all the way up until season 7. And the beginning of season 7 was like a real punch to the gut, and I thought it was a real like visceral punch to the gut, but then it never followed up to it, and then I just felt like the potential was sort of gone at that point. Let me know what you guys think of the 9th season. Is it worth it? Is it not? Definitely let me know. Like I said, I don't think I'm ever going back to it, guys, but that's not to say that it still isn't good. Give me a heads up on Walking Dead, the complete 9th season, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Blue Bloods, the 9th season for $29.96. I don't know if this came out this week or not. I think it did. God, nine seasons of Blue Bloods. Sheesh. I never got into Blue Bloods. I never did. And it was starting up and doing its thing and really hitting a stride when I still had cable. But I really had no interest in it. I mean, I like Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck is really great, and it looks like they got Donnie Wahlberg in here, Bridget Moynihan. I mean, look, they got good actors in here, but it felt just like very generic and very paint by numbers, very episodic, kind of like, Criminal Minds or something. I never really get into these type of procedural shows. I don't really do it, guys. That's just my thing. It's just not really something for me, but let me know what you guys think of Blue Bloods. Then I'm also seeing over here they have NCIS New Orleans, the 5th season for $29.96 on DVD. Oh, my man Scott Bakula. I do love Scott Bakula quite a bit. But again, this is another one kind of like Blue Bloods where it's just very episodic and very, again, paint by numbers. They catch the bad guy at the end and everything's hunky-dory, and then they have to do it all over again the next episode. And I mean, maybe the characters are kind of cool and maybe they're kind of interesting, but I want more of an engaging plot. You know what I mean? Something a little bit more that I can sort of get into and be more invested in. I'm not more of this episodic guy. I'm not really. A cool cover, though. Then I'm also seeing they have Brooklyn Nine-Nine Season 6 for $24.96. I wonder if this came out this week, too. I don't know. I've never seen a single episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I know you guys are going to be like, really? You've never seen an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? No, never have. I've heard good things about Brooklyn Nine-Nine, though. I really have. I've heard that it's funny. I've heard that the characters are pretty charming. It's a little goofy at times, but I mean, I used to watch The Office, so I'm okay with goofy at times as long as it's funny and engaging to me. I do really like Terry Crews, though. I think Terry Crews is really cool. He's great, man. So maybe I would give it a chance for Terry Crews, but season 6, I'd have to go back and really sort of watch the earlier seasons to sort of get caught up. Is it worth it or is it not? Definitely let me know. Again, I don't have cable, so I'd have to really go back and try to find some like old DVDs or maybe see if it's on Netflix or something. Definitely let me know what you think, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of American Gods Season 2 for $19.96 right here. I did hear really good things about Season 1. I heard Season 1 was really good, and it got a lot of buzz from a lot of people. Unfortunately, it's on Stars, and I don't have Stars, so I never watched the first season, but again, I heard a lot of people really loved it. And really love sort of the concept to it. I believe it's based off of a graphic novel by Neil Gaiman, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I like the concept. I like the idea these are gods and they've come down here in human form, and I like that idea. It's really cool. I don't know how much like this actually does for the actual like graphic novel. I'm not really sure, guys, but see, I did hear mixed things about Season 2, though. I did hear people were kind of mixed bag on Season 2. Like, they really loved Season 1, but they were a little, like, iffy on Season 2 and didn't quite like it as much as Season 1. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I haven't watched it. Maybe it's on Netflix. Maybe I have to binge it. But if you guys are really interested in American Gods, or let me know what you think about it. Like I said, I've heard mixed things about it, but Again, like I said, the concept is cool, so I would at least give it a chance if you guys think it might be worth it. At least give an episode or two a chance. Then over here I'm seeing they have the complete first season of Mayans for 1796. I think this came out this week too, if I'm not mistaken. Got a lot of TV coming out this week. Jeez. Oh, it's a follow-up to Sons of Anarchy. Oh, that's interesting. You know, I've never seen... Truth be told, I've never seen a single episode of Sons of Anarchy. I really haven't. I've never seen a single episode, not at all, for that show. I heard good things about Sons of Anarchy, but I never got a chance to watch it. Or I wasn't interested in it for a long while. I might want to get into Sons of Anarchy. I kind of feel like you probably need to watch that in order to watch this, or maybe not. I'm not really even sure, but it kind of looks like a sort of badass biker show. See, Sons of Anarchy was really popular, so of course they wanted to kind of continue it to sort of keep the people who love Sons of Anarchy watching. You know what I mean? So that they didn't lose the viewership. Is Mayans worth it? Is it good? Is it a pale comparison to Sons of Anarchy? Let me know, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have the complete 7th season of Arrow for $29.96 on DVD. Ooh, 7 seasons of this sucker. My God, man. Damn. You know, I think he's sort of like the CW version of Batman. I think, right? Because I don't think they can really do Batman, so he's sort of that version's Batman. And again, I never got into Arrow, and I had cable when Arrow was still, like, going strong, but I just couldn't really see myself getting into the show. That's why I kind of, like, didn't watch it. I know Bob watched Arrow for quite a while, and he liked it at first, but he told me that it kind of dropped off in quality after a while, that it kind of went downhill. And it never quite recovered. It got a little bit better, but never quite recovered completely. I mean, it seems like a cool show, and it seems like probably the darkest as far as drama out of all the CW shows. Like I said, it feels more Batman-esque than probably the other stuff. But, I mean, like I said, I like some of the CW stuff. It sometimes maybe skews a little bit more teen stuff than maybe I wanted to. I wanted to go a little bit more adult, and maybe that's why Arrow might be the best one to get into, because maybe it is more adult. Maybe it has more themes that are better suited for me. I don't know. I mean, again, 7 seasons. Again, I'd have to really start all the way at the beginning. Probably got to do a Netflix thing, so definitely, like, let me know if it's worth it. But, yeah. Arrow, baby. I think this was one of the original CW stuff after Smallville, and still going strong. Alright, well, that does it for this section. Well, actually, a lot of stuff to show off, guys. Alright, not seeing too much else. Well, let's head out. You know, truth be told, I actually thought that this week was going to be a little bit slower compared to the past couple weeks, and the reason why I thought that, guys, was because I mean, the last couple of weeks have been so massive and so much physical media, and I thought that this was going to be a slower week, but actually there's a lot of TV that's come out this week, a lot of very unique and interesting releases, some stuff that I didn't even think was going to be released yet that is hitting store shelves, a lot of cool new releases as well, a lot of really cool variety, especially here at Walmart. They're always usually good at variety, and this week, well, is no exception, guys. A lot of cool stuff to check out here. Hope you really enjoyed it. Not really any exclusives exactly, but really great variety indeed. Alright, well, let's head out and see what the second place has to show us. Alright, everybody, we are at our second location, Target. And being at Walmart, as I said, this is not the week for exclusives. There's nothing really out this week that sort of begs for a 40-page booklet or a steel book or anything. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure about that. Again, I was still shocked by the selection. I thought it was going to be a slightly slower week. Still a lot of stuff, but not a big abundance. But there's actually a lot of stuff coming out, whether it's TV, but there's a lot of cool independent releases that came out, some of the new releases as well, some good variety there. So there was a lot of stuff to see at Walmart. I'm not so sure about Target because last week was really good. They had a lot of cool stuff. But this week, maybe not so much. I think they're going to have the new releases, but outside of that, I don't think we're going to see a hell of a lot of selection here. Again, Target's been hit and miss. They've been mostly hit this year. They've had a lot of really good stuff, but there have been weeks where it's been a little bit of miss at times. Where will Target stack up this time? Well, the only way to find out is to head in, so let's go into Target and check it out. All right, everybody, we are in a Target here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of The Hustle for $24.99 right here. You know, I am actually a big fan of Anne Hathaway. I like Anne Hathaway quite a bit. I think she's really awesome. But I honestly, God, I really don't like Rebel Wilson, man. Am I alone? I mean, let me know, guys. But honestly, she's painfully unfunny. I don't like her in any of her roles, whether it's a small role in Pain or Gain. Whether it's a small thing in Bridesmaids or How to Be Single or Isn't It Romantic or even the Pitch Perfect movies, she tries to go for this, like, I'm fat and stupid routine, and I just don't think she pulls it off, man. I mean, Chris Farley did the same thing back in the day, and Chris Farley was incredibly funny, man. He really knew how to be charming and funny at the same time. And even though I'm not a huge fan of Melissa McCarthy, I have to be honest that I think that Melissa McCarthy is way funnier than Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson is pretty much like a poor man's Melissa McCarthy. I mean, I know she's coming out and doing that Cats movie, which that Cats movie looks really bizarre. I don't know how that's going to be, but I wish they would have got somebody better than Rebel Wilson. I mean, she's trying to play the Steve Martin role, and you're trying to compare yourself to Steve Martin. There is no comparison whatsoever. I think she's sort of outclassed by Anne Hathaway, and I think she's just outclassed by the material. I just don't like her at all. I mean, I don't think the plot and the material actually helped her at all, but I just don't think she brought anything funny to the table. I mean, Anne Hathaway's not really a comedian, so I feel like she needed somebody to really bounce off her really well, and I just don't think Rebel Wilson was that. I really don't like Rebel Wilson, guys. I mean, I try to give her chances after chances, but I'm not a fan of hers. If you guys are, let me know. I mean, maybe I'm in the minority, but yeah, just not a fan, man. Not a fan at all. Then over here, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Brightburn for $22.99, the DVD for $19.99 right here. And like I said, it's a really great spin on sort of the Superman tale, a dark Superman. And I feel like it's been explored somewhat, but not a lot. Like back in the day when I was a kid, like in the late 80s and 90s, they had that comic book run of Superman's death, and they had some of the sort of alternate Supermen, and some of those ended up turning evil, and they kind of explored that a little bit. I know they explored it a little bit in Superman 3 with Richard Pryor. Remember that stuff when he was drunk? And so he was belligerent and he was fighting another version of himself or something. They kind of explored it there, and they explored it a little bit in Justice League when he sort of rises from the casket and he doesn't remember any of them, and he starts to like really starts to kind of like attack them and everything. That it kind of reminds me of that. Like, they've explored it a little bit, but nothing to this extent. I would love them to do an alternate Superman movie with the actual Superman character of him being evil. That would be really cool. But until then, I mean, we got this, and I like the fact that they do explore it. They do. I mean, he's only about 12 or 13 years old in the movie, so they don't go into sort of the adulthood idea of it. But I like just the idea of underestimating a kid and his superpowers, and how being in the modern day would affect how he acts and how he is. I think it would be really interesting. I really do, guys. I think it's pretty damn cool. So for me, yeah, I really like this one quite a bit, guys. Honestly, I did. Again, it's not a perfect movie, but overall, though, I think I was honestly more of a fan of it than I wasn't. But again, for me, being a Superman fan, I think that's what really got me was the fact of a what if Superman story. And again, I feel like they haven't done a lot of potential sometimes with Superman, so this was actually a pleasant surprise. Not bad at all. Then over here I'm seeing they also have The Sun Is Also a Star, the DVD for $15.99 right here. I just don't know whether it's actually, like, I don't know the comparison to the books or anything like that. I'm not really even sure. Yeah, see, there's so many romance movies that come out year after year, and I just kind of feel like this one got drowned out. I don't know whether it was the trailers or whether it just didn't connect with audiences or not. I'm not really sure, guys, but yeah, it didn't really connect the way I think audiences wanted it to connect. But some of these, I feel like they're just grabbing whatever like romantic novels now and making them like movies. They don't really even care what it is. They're like, oh, it's a romance movie, put it out. Like Netflix is doing a lot of that, and I feel like a lot of studios are doing that now. I kind of feel after Crazy Rich Asians, it kind of feels like people are just putting out whatever it is because hey, Crazy Rich Asians made money, so let's just do whatever book thing that we can. Not all of it's going to be successful, and I kind of feel like The Sun Is Also a Star is not that way, guys. But definitely let me know though. It just looks okay. It doesn't look anything great, at least from the trailers, but I still got to give it a watch, though. That's all I see over at this section, guys. Let's see what else they got. Alright, everybody, we are over in this section of Target, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray DVD and digital of A Dog's Journey for... don't have the price. Whoops. Sorry guys, no price for the Blu-ray DVD digital, but the DVD is $19.99. Now, I gotta admit, guys, that for me, because I told you guys when I did the Out and About for A Dog's Way Home, I didn't really like the voiceover stuff. Bryce Dallas Howard did it, and for some reason, I didn't like how she came across. I didn't like just the personality she gave as sort of the dog character. For some reason, it didn't come off the right way to me. It came off kind of stilted and flat. And for some reason, Josh Gad here, man, Josh Gad really does a great job as Bailey. Just this really great personality of a dog that just loves the simple life and just wants to protect, its owner. And for some reason, I think Josh Gad works really well in this role. And I think one of the reasons why he does is I think he just has a very inviting and really great personality overall. So I think it comes across with the dog itself. But not only the dog, though, but I think what also comes across really well is honestly Dennis Quaid. Now, mind you, I didn't watch the first film. I honestly didn't even think this was connected to a first film. So he's probably in that first film. But, I said in The Intruder, when I was talking about that it was nice to see sort of Dennis Quaid doing something different a little bit and how he's really good in that movie. But he's just a really great all-American actor. He's one of those guys that, you just love seeing him in these sort of like feel-good type of roles. He's just great at these type of movies, man. He's done a ton of them. And I feel like he's one of the best to do it. And that's why I think he works so well here. Is he's really likable. He doesn't come off like a jerk or anything like that. Just a very sweet man who loves his dog. And I think that's really what made me connect with the movie. It's just somebody who loves their dog and a dog really wanting to protect its owner. The idea of reincarnation. I think it all really works, man. Again, where this succeeded, I felt The Dog's Way Home failed. It's kind of hard to say where it failed exactly, but for me, somehow I connected more with the journey of this dog and the multiple lives than I did with the runaway dog and getting back to its owner. For some reason, this ended up being more heartfelt for me. You know what I mean? But that's just me though. I mean, definitely let me know what you think, guys. But honestly, for dog lovers, it is really good though. Honestly, well worth your time, guys. Honestly, it really is. Then over here they have the Blu-ray DVD digital of Batman Family Matters for $19.99 and the DVD for $14.99. Are they making more Lego movies? Because I didn't hear any sort of announcement that there are other Lego movies that are coming to the theater. I thought the last one bombed at the box office, or it didn't do what they wanted it to do. So I think they kind of just put the kibosh on other ones. I understand why they want to do more to keep the sort of brand out there. And I guess the best way to do it is Batman, because he was honestly, out of all of the Lego movie characters, the most popular one, so why not? But I just feel like Batman is cool in any interpretation. You could do him in like cartoon stuff, like the DC universe does, and really works. I think he really works in Lego form because they could play around with him being like goofy as this serious guy. He works in movies. Batman is just an overall, he's one of those sort of superheroes where you can literally do almost anything with him, and I think he's popular. Video games, otherwise. I mean, definitely let me know what you think. Is there other superheroes that could contend with Batman? I don't really think there is many that could. Maybe the X-Men, but that's about it. Other than that, Batman is the supreme one out of technically out of the DC and maybe out of most of the superheroes in general. You just put him in anything, and I think he's popular. He has that much popularity and that much clout. But it's cool to see more Batman love here, especially in Lego form. Not bad there. Then they also have here, they have the DVD of Star Wars Resistance, the complete first season for $19.99. And did this come out this week? I've never heard of this, guys. Honestly, I've never heard of Star Wars Resistance. I think this is from the Disney Channel, right? Yeah, it is from the Disney Channel. You want to know what, though? I know that Disney's doing a lot more with the Star Wars property. They're doing theme parks, and they're doing more animated shows for like their Disney Channel stuff. And I heard about this. I heard about Star Wars Resistance that it's more kid stuff, but they do end up doing maybe some cool adult themes at times. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I don't have the Disney Channel. Poe Dameron, BB-8. Yeah, so they're definitely incorporating characters from the newer Star Wars movies in there. It feels like they're really trying to get people to really love those newer Star Wars characters. It kind of feels like I don't want to say they're kind of like shoving it down our throats, but I kind of feel like they're not really giving the old school Star Wars characters the kind of love that I think they deserve still. I think they're really trying to pump up more of people like Poe Dameron and BB-8 and people like that. That's just my opinion, but I mean, I do like Star Wars still. I really do. It feels a little tired at times, but I think for kids, I think kids still love this stuff. I think kids still get into it, and why not make a Star Wars animated show for kids? I mean, it's a great way for kids to get into Star Wars, and if they're too young to watch the movies still, it's a great way to get them into the love of it before they watch the movies. I mean, I'm not against it one bit. I kind of wish they had some cool Star Wars shows when I was growing up, but I guess not. Well, definitely let me know what you guys think of Star Wars Resistance. Never heard of it, don't know anything about it. Definitely let me know. Other than that does it for this section, guys. Let's see what else they got. Alright guys, we're over in this area of Target, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray and digital of Arrow, the complete 7th season for $32.99, the DVD for $27.99 right here, and good old Stephen Amell. Honestly, you gotta give Stephen Amell a lot of credit, guys. Honestly, you really do, because he stuck around with the character for a really long time, man. He honestly did. And, for a lot of actors nowadays, I think when you get older as an actor, like way older, I think you end up reappreciating these type of roles that you did that lasted a long time. But I think when you're a younger actor, I think what happens is that you end up kind of, I don't want to say you regret these longer roles, but I feel like in some ways you end up feeling like you could have done so much with your career and you're sort of missing out on roles or something like that. That's kind of what I feel is kind of how maybe he looks at it. I mean, from what everybody tells me, he did a great job on the show, and I know a lot of people are kind of like bummed about him being done with the show, but don't worry, guys, because he's going to be okay, because I think he ended up signing on to a new show on Stars, this sort of wrestling drama called Heels. So he's going to be all right, guys. Don't for a single second think he's not going to be all right. He's going to find other work, and he did over at Stars. Could he have continued playing the character? Yeah, but, you know, at a certain point you have to think of it like this, is as an actor, if he's no longer invested in the character, do you really want him just doing it for the sake of doing it, or do you want him to do it because he's passionate about it? I would rather see an actor do it because they're passionate. You know, you kind of can tell if they're doing it for a paycheck at times, and I would hate for him to shortchange the fans. So, at the end of the day, yeah, it's sad, but I think you guys can know that at least he sort of is not staying on for the sake of staying on. He's actually leaving because he feels like he's done enough with the character and he doesn't really feel like he needs to do any more. But he could have stayed on and played this for a really long time. But you know, he's a really good. He seems to be like a really good actor that fit this role really well, and I don't think anyone's going to replace him for a long time. At least I don't think so, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of American Gods Season 2 for $17.99. And, you know, I was thinking about this because this has a great cast. Like, Crispin Glover is in here, and I was thinking of Ian McShane. And Ian McShane, man, he is on fire, dude. He was in John Wick Chapter 3. He was in that new Hellboy movie. And he also did work on that Deadwood movie that's coming out from HBO, which looks really cool. I'm kind of glad they're doing some stuff with Deadwood, man, because, man, that is long overdue. The stuff with Deadwood, guys, whew, way overdue. He's a really great actor, and I'm so glad he's getting a lot of love. He seems to be really busy as hell. You know, I'm glad, dude, because I'm glad people are reappreciating him. He's a great actor, dude. Him and Crispin Glover. I'm glad Crispin Glover is getting more work, too, because Crispin Glover is such a fantastic actor as well, man. I feel like TV's a great place for these actors to go, especially when they don't get a lot of roles in movies anymore. I mean, I love Crispin Glover, and I hope he does more movie roles, but, you know, it's nice to see him still getting some really cool and interesting roles outside of movies, but damn, man, Crispin Glover is awesome. Why isn't he getting more movie roles? I see some really crappy actors getting movie roles at times, and I see Crispin Glover, like, not getting anything. I'm like, really? Sometimes actors are not as used as I would like them to be, but I'm glad he's being used on American Gods, for sure. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Blue Bloods, the 9th season, for $34.99. And, you know what, I was thinking about this with Tom Selleck, man. Tom Selleck is kind of underrated, don't you think? I think Tom Selleck is really underrated as an actor, man. I think he really honestly is. I mean, you know, of course everyone remembers him as Magnum P.I., and he was awesome as Magnum P.I. back in the day, you know, with the stash and everything. And of course he still has his stash. His signature stash is that. But other than that, though, I mean, you know, I remember him from Three Men and a Baby, and, I mean, some people remember him from some other smaller roles that he did, but honestly, man, I think how people saw him over the years, people saw him as sort of a low-rent Harrison Ford. You know what I mean? Like, if Harrison Ford couldn't do it, then they get Tom Selleck kind of thing, which I think is a little unfair. I mean, Tom Selleck hasn't always made the best movie choices, but I kind of like him. I do like him as an actor, you know. I mean, Three Men and a Little Lady isn't exactly, you know, putting the world on fire, but, you know, I mean, I'm glad he found a good niche in this sort of TV show. Again, it's not something I'd really be interested in, but for a very cool and niche actor like Tom Selleck, I'm glad he found something that he can hang his hat onto for a while. He's sort of perfect for these type of serial shows, I think. Then the next thing over here is I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of The Walking Dead, the complete ninth season for $44.99, and the DVD over here for $39.99. So, spoilers for season 8 and season 9, because I do know what went on. Even though I didn't see the show, I do know what went on. And I feel like they've made a lot of bad missteps, guys. I really do. I mean, killing off Carl in season 8, man, I thought that was a really cheap move to do, and I really didn't like that, dude. It felt like one of those moves where I'm like, really, you just really want to shock people for the sake of shocking them. It's not really makes any sense to me. And now, keeping Negan alive, and now the fact that Rick Grimes has left the show, and Rick Grimes is the reason why I continued watching the show, because I love the character, and I think the actor does a great job with the character as well. And when he ended up like leaving the show, that kind of felt like I'm like, oh, okay, man, I thought of coming back, and now I'm kind of done. I know that he's gonna do like 3 Walking Dead movies, which is kind of weird. I don't know how that's gonna work at all, but him leaving the show, and the chick who played Maggie leaving the show as well. I just feel like it feels like a lot of these characters that I know and love have now left, and there's really not many of them anymore that I'm really sort of interested in keeping up with anymore. I mean, even Michonne is leaving next season, so that really only leaves like Carol and Daryl. And I love Carol, don't get me wrong, and I love Daryl too, but it used to be a show that I really got into, and I loved it for the zombie stuff, and then that slowly went away, and then I sort of lost interest and hope. I think The Walking Dead's made a lot of really poor choices. I really have. I honestly do, guys. I mean, I think the time jump with Judith, I think, is cool, and I think it's a refreshing thing for the show. But is it too little, too late? I mean, that's what I want to know, because that's what I think. I think like they've made a lot of poor choices, and I think it's sort of hurt them. And now I think they're trying to backtrack. But again, have they made too many mistakes? I think they have, but that's just me. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think, though. But I don't mind if you get rid of Rick Grimes, but keep Carl. But the fact that you already killed Carl off, that means that you should have kept Rick Grimes. And now that you don't, that kills the show for me. I mean, I understand the actor was getting kind of sick of being on the show and he wanted to do other work, but it's a real shame, dude. It's honestly a real shame, man. It honestly is. But you know what, though? Usually Target has sort of an exclusive steelbook for The Walking Dead. They usually do, and they don't have it this time around, guys. I don't think they had it for the 8th season as well. The last time I saw it was for the 9th season, which is really weird. Last time I saw it was for the 9th one, but they don't have it. I don't know whether the contract ended for Target to do that or not, but I have all the steelbooks that they released up to season 7, and season 8 didn't have one, and now this one, which is kind of sucks, because if you're continually a Walking Dead fan and you wanted all the steelbooks, it kind of ruins the collection. You know what I mean? Kind of weird, but yeah, well, that really sucks, guys. But no steelbook yet again from Target. Again, weird. I wish they would still be doing that, but I guess not. Other than that, that does it, guys. All right, let's head out. Honestly, guys, it's not really that terrible here at Target this week. I thought we weren't really going to get any type of selection or any type of variety at all, but we honestly got much more than even I thought we were going to get. We got a lot of the TV stuff. We got pretty much all of the new releases. We even got a title that we didn't see over at Walmart. Not half bad this week at Target. I mean, it's not great, but it's way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a dumpster fire and not really good at all this week, but Target surprised me. Still no exclusive, which I'm a little shocked by, especially The Walking Dead, which usually in the past they've had stuff 4 exclusives for Walking Dead, but not this time around, guys. But still, decent selection overall, and very happy that it was not as bad as it definitely could have been, guys. Alright, let's head to the third and final location and see what they got. Alright, everybody, we are at the third and final location, the Beast Best Buy. But before we go in, I wanted to talk about a trailer with you guys. Underwater. This really interesting sort of horror creature feature, it seems like. You know, I miss the days of good old creature features. We don't really get them anymore, to be honest with you. And if we get them, they're very little at best. They're not mainstream anymore. If we get them, they're very low budget horror stuff. Some cheesy and usually not very good. I'm looking forward to this one. It looks really cool, of these people that are drilling in the ground underwater for something, and instead of finding what they want to find, they find this underwater creature that is now stalking them and killing them. I think it looks really cool. You know, Kristen Stewart to me is sort of, she's hit and miss, guys. Honestly, she's hit and miss for me, because I like Kristen Stewart. I think I like Kristen Stewart actually more than most people. Yes, she doesn't always do some of the best roles. And yes, to be perfectly honest with you, you know, she's not always the greatest actress compared to others. But I like her. I like her as an actress. I like what she does. And she's in this role, she's trying to pull off her best Ellen Ripley? Maybe? I mean, she's got the shaved head. It looks like she's trying to be the survivor Ellen Ripley chick. So maybe she's just trying to pull off her best Sigourney Weaver. Who knows? It looks good. We don't really get to see the actual creature itself. Fair enough, they're not going to really show it until you actually see the movie. But it kind of reminds me of that movie Life that we got with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal. Reminds me of that. It also reminds me of Leviathan. If you guys remember Leviathan, Leviathan ended up looking really cool back, I think, in 1989 or something, with Peter Weller. That was really cool, man. That looks cool. It reminds me maybe a little bit of a Deep Rising, a little bit as well. It could be cheesy fun, and I know a lot of people are kind of like, oh, well, it's coming out in January, and January is a dumping ground, it's gonna be shit. And I'm like, you know what? There's crappy movies no matter what month it is. It doesn't matter, okay? There's shitty movies no matter what month. I mean, does January bode well for the movie? Maybe not, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad movie. It just means that, you know, maybe people are going to think it's the perception of maybe being a bad movie. But overall, though, I think it looks kind of cool, actually. I'm actually looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think of Underwater, and what are some other underwater type of killer creature movies that you recommend. Definitely let me know. In the meantime, let's head into Best Buy and see what the Beast has in store for us this week. Alright, everybody, we are in the new release section of Best Buy, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of A Dog's Journey for $22.99. Now, I am curious, guys, what is your favorite sort of dog lover style movie? I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of you guys saying Marley and Me, and you're not wrong. I mean, Marley and Me is a great story. It's one hell of a tearjerker, especially the ending, which I won't give away, but it's really, really great, man. But I think there's a lot of other ones. I think that Turner and Hooch, for me, man, Turner and Hooch is one hell of a movie. I love that film so much. Canine is another one I would say too. There's a lot of really good sort of dog lover movies out there. They don't see, I think a lot of them do more of the tearjerker stuff than they do actually sort of the comedy angle of it. Like, I don't see many movies about like stuff like Turner and Hooch anymore. For some reason, like, that was like a cool little like comedy with like, it's almost like a buddy cop movie with his partner being a dog. I really like that. Nowadays you don't really get that. You get basically like, I mean, even back in the day, like stuff like Air Bud. Like, and I actually used to like Air Bud quite a bit. I actually think Air Bud, well, I watched it when I was a kid, so of course I really liked it. But, I mean, there are some good dog lover movies out there, but again, you get more of the tearjerker stuff than you do sort of the comedy aspect of it. But that doesn't mean it's bad, man. Like I said, Marley and Me was really good, but this one, man, this one gives it, I think, a run for its money. I really liked it. I thought that, again, the acting was great. I love the story with the reincarnation of the different dogs and getting back to its owner. And for some reason, man, it hit me in the feels. It really did. And I really loved it quite a bit. Is it the best dog movie out there? Well, that's up for you guys to decide. But I really did enjoy it quite a bit. And I think it's well worth it, guys. I honestly do. You have deleted and extended scenes, gag reel, a dog sequel, everyone's best friend, working with dogs, healing journey, scoring the journey, feature commentary as well. Not bad special features, man, especially for $22.90. That's a great deal. If you guys love the movie, definitely get on that. This is actually loaded with special features. Not many new releases are ever loaded like this. $22.99 is a good price for that. I would definitely get on it if you're a dog lover and you love this movie. I am a dog lover, and this movie definitely hit me in the right spot, for sure, guys. And the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Brightburn for $19.99. The 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $24.99 right here. And I heard that they're actually gonna make a sequel to this movie. I've heard rumors that they're going to do it, and my friend John and I would be interested to find out because, I would want to see it. And I think the reason why I would want to see it, guys, is because I feel like there's a lot of potential in this first film that kind of gets lost a little bit. Where did the spaceship come from? And what is his full potential, and why is he doing it? Is it to take over the world? Is it just to, be a destructive force? Is it for some kind of good mankind thing? I mean, what is he doing it for? There's a lot of questions that we felt left unanswered and kind of left on the table. And the reason why we got upset was we didn't really know if there was going to actually be a sequel to the movie or not. We felt like, geez, there's probably not going to be a sequel to it, and it's probably, we're never going to get these answers, and I think that was the problem. But honestly, though, guys, I'm glad that there's a possibility of a sequel here. And spoiler alert for Brightburn, just so you guys know, I'm going to give a spoiler alert. At the end credits of the movie, they sort of give away the idea of there's other people like him out there who are doing more evil stuff. Like there's this chick with a whip and something like that, which alludes to like an evil Wonder Woman. They sort of allude to like an evil Aquaman, and there's stuff that they sort of allude to. I would be very interested to see where that goes. I don't know whether they're setting it up for a sequel. It feels like they are. Again, there's a lot of unanswered questions that I would like to see in a sequel, and I think doing one, I think hopefully they answer the questions, because if they don't, then I'd be really pissed. But again, it is a really good movie. I like the design of the cape. I like the design of actually the mask. I think it's a brutal film. The gore is fantastic here. Outside of the unanswered questions and some of the lost potential, I think it's actually a pretty damn good movie, truth be told, and definitely worth checking out, guys. You get filmmaker commentary, creating a new supervillain, hero horror, and quick burns. Not bad special features, man. And not bad special features for a really great anti-superhero tale. It really is. Not bad at all. I wish there would be more movies like this, but hopefully this will open the door for more of them, guys. Not bad at all. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of Arrow, the complete 7th season, for $32.99 right here. And as you know, Season 8 will be the final season for Arrow, guys. That's it. It's going to be a short season, and then it is done. It's over with. And I think it's about time. I think it's ready, because there's a lot of TV shows, and I'm looking at you, Supernatural, that just go on for way too long. And after a while, it feels like it's very dragged out, and it feels like the potential was lost long ago. I don't know if that's the same for Arrow, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's the same thing for them. I feel like for certain TV shows, there's only a certain amount of life that you have for them, and then after that, they're done. There's no more that you can really do with it. Did Arrow get to that point? I mean, definitely let me know, guys, but I'm kind of glad that they're ending it when they're ending it. You know, try to go off on some sort of high note instead of limping across the finish line, and I feel a lot of TV shows tend to do that at times, guys. But, the veteran of the CW universe is going away. Other CW heroes will have to step up. Will they? Only time will tell, guys, but hopefully the 8th season will be worth it. Hopefully, for you Arrow lovers out there, hopefully it will, for sure. A lot of special features here, man. You get additional featurettes, you get a 3-part DC hero crossover, gag reel, deleted scenes. Not half bad here, guys. Not half bad at all. If you're a fan of Arrow, definitely let me know what your feelings are on the show ending and how you think the show's been so far. Definitely let me know. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of The Walking Dead, the complete 9th season for $39.99. And I'm curious, when is The Walking Dead gonna end? Really, when is it? Because I was just talking to somebody and they said they bailed at season 5. I mean, I bailed at the end of season 7. They bailed at season 5, dude. And, you know, Robert Kirkman did something really smart. He ended the show. I mean, I'm not ended the show, I'm sorry, ended the comic book. Because I think a lot of us felt like, I think they felt that the comic book was going to continue on forever just because it's the zombie apocalypse, and how can there really be an ending to the zombie apocalypse? But I'm glad he ended it. I'm glad he did. And, you know, truth be told, you know, now we're getting another Walking Dead spin-off. The Fear the Walking Dead is still going on. Some of the people from Walking Dead moved over to Fear the Walking Dead. We're getting, you know, season 10. There's no sense of it stopping at all. I just feel like it's starting to sort of die. You know what I mean? Like, again, like I talked about with Arrow, how you sort of overextend yourself, and maybe that's a bad thing. I think The Walking Dead is already there. I think you have to end it within the next couple seasons, and you have to make a spectacular finale. That's what I honestly think. I mean, am I wrong? Definitely let me know. I mean, how long do you think The Walking Dead can go for? I mean, some people said it could go on for 15, 20 seasons, and I'm like, really? Like, I hope not, because right now I see The Walking Dead and I don't remember it like I used to remember it. I just don't know how they can continue it being like this, but I've been disappointed with Walking Dead for a long time, so maybe me leaving is a good thing. But if you guys have stuck around, are you going to stick around forever? Or are you in it forever? Or are you out? Definitely let me know, guys. I just feel like it's just, at this point, just spinning its wheels, and it really does need to end at some point. It really honestly does. You get here deleted scenes, change, a bunch of featurettes, making of, bonus scenes, inside episodes. Some interesting features there, not bad at all. You know, usually in the past we'd get some sort of special packaging or something for The Walking Dead, but we didn't get it this time around. Nothing. Usually in the past we would, but I guess the popularity lowered enough where we're not getting any sort of exclusives. Walking Dead for you. I think it's overreached for sure, guys. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray digital of American Gods Season 2 for $27.99. Ooh, again, not much more to say about this one, guys, but I am curious, do you think it actually adheres to the Neil Gaiman sort of graphic novel more, or do you think that it sort of went its own way? And do you think actually, let me ask you this, guys, do you think that these sort of shows that are based off of books, do you feel like they need to be more closer to the books, or it's okay to have a little bit of leeway with the source material? I feel like creators want to have it both ways. They want to, at some point, have it be close to the material, but yet have enough leeway where they can do their own thing. What do you guys think? Definitely let me know, though. You have The House on the Rock, setting the stage, Second Coming, new game on Season 2. And not bad special features, not bad at all for $27.99. It looks interesting. Like I said, I like the idea of the gods coming down, and it looks interesting. And definitely let me know what you think of American Gods. Then they have Mayans for $19.99, the first season here. Again, not really, I don't really know too much about it, so it's kind of hard for me to say anything else about this show. Again, I don't have cable, so things like FX or anything I don't really watch. I heard a lot of good things about Sons of Anarchy, and I like that it's violent and it's uncompromising, but did we really need a spin-off of Sons of Anarchy is the real question. I'm sort of getting sick of all these spin-offs, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and sometimes the spin-offs aren't even good. They just are spin-offs for the sake of making money, and I kind of get sick of that, guys. Definitely let me know what you think of Mayans. You get the creation of Mayans, Hit the Ground Roaring, customizing the Mayan signature bikes, and promotional features. I like motorcycles. If you're a fan of motorcycles, maybe check it out. But outside of that, guys, I can't really recommend this one because, again, Sons of Anarchy is probably a better show, and this is just sort of a cash grab. Or at least to me, it feels like a cash grab. Definitely let me know what you guys think. And over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of The Hustle for $22.99 right here. Now, again, the movie's not good at all. The movie really sucks. And the problem is I think the argument a lot of people make is, well, if you don't like the movie, then, you know, you don't like a lot of these female-led remakes. And that's not the truth at all, guys. I really like a lot of these female-led remakes. I thought Ocean's 8 was fantastic, dude. I thought that was really great, really inventive, really creative. I like that one a lot. Oh, okay, the Ghostbusters remake blows, but it's not the female's fault. It's just a terrible story. They were saddled with really terrible characters. It just didn't work. And I feel the same with this, guys. I feel the same, that it just doesn't work, man. I feel like, you know, again, the jokes here fall flat. I feel like it's man-hating just for the sake of man-hating. Rebel Wilson here is unfunny. Anne Hathaway feels completely out of her element. I don't mind if you do remakes, but you have to make them, you have to give me a reason why I'm going to watch it. You have to give me a reason why I'm going to care. And, you know, it just, again, with the jokes and the plot and just, you know, just the fact of hating on men just for the sake of hating on them because it's a female-led movie, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. It could have been really funny and it could have been updated for modern times and been really interesting, but that's not the case, guys. It's a real shame because I really do like Anne Hathaway a lot. I think she can be really, really charming and really interesting as an actress, but here, not so much, guys, and it really sucks for sure. Rebel Wilson, I can leave her regardless, but I love Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and this does not touch it at all. Watch Dirty Rotten Scoundrels way before you ever watch The Hustle, guys, for sure. You can update movies for modern times, but you have to do it in a clever way that makes it worth it for the material, and this is just not that, guys. Definitely let me know what you think. But you get here Hitting the Mark, Comedy Class, Con Artist, and feature commentary. Not bad features for not a great movie, but not every good comedy is created equal. The Hustle certainly proves that one, guys. Again, stay away from it. I recommend Dirty Rotten Scoundrels way before this, for sure, guys. Alright, that does it for this section, guys. Quite a bit of releases over here. Let's see if they got anything else. Alright, everybody, we are over in this section of Best Buy, and the first thing I'm noticing, and I wanted to show you guys, that all of the Avengers Endgame steelbooks, they're all gone. Holy shit. Guys, do you know how many steelbooks they had here? My God, man, they had a crap ton of steelbooks. If you saw last week's video, you saw how many steelbooks they had. They had a ton of them, and now they're all gone. Oh my God, dude. I mean, they still have the Blu-ray, they still have the DVD, they still have a couple of these 4-movie collection ones, but holy crap, guys. This steelbook went so fast, man. Wow. This is one hell of a popular steelbook, and they had a lot of stock of them in, man. Wow, so if you guys were interested in getting one of the Avengers Endgame Steelbooks, and if it's still at your Best Buy, grab it, because it may not be there for much longer, guys. Just saying. Wow. Holy crap. And over here I'm seeing they have the complete first season of Star Wars Resistance for, well, they don't have a price, unfortunately, guys. Now, let me ask you guys this question, because I heard a rumor, and I don't know if the rumor is true or not, but I know that Disney is doing that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at their Disney areas in California, and they're going to do it in Orlando. And they have mainly they have mainly the characters from the new trilogy. They don't have a lot of the older characters. And I heard a rumor that basically that when Lucas gave them the properties and he sold it to them, that basically he made some sort of back-end deal that if they still used some of the older characters that he created, that he still gets some sort of money from it or something. And so that's why Disney doesn't want to like show off some of the older characters like Darth Vader or some of the other ones. They don't want to give Lucas any money. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, I just know they definitely are shoving these characters in people's faces quite a bit. I'm not saying I don't like the characters. I do. I think Rey's pretty cool. I think Poe's awesome. Finn was really great in Force Awakens, and then he kind of sucked in Last Jedi. BB-8's cool. I just feel like, you know, a lot of people grew up with those classic characters, and I feel like we're kind of getting away from that, and I feel like they don't really value the fans as maybe they used to. You know, Lucas really valued the fans, and I don't know if Disney really does or not. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, Disney's going to make whatever they're going to make, and it's cool that they're making these cartoon stuff for kids because it's nice for kids to get into Star Wars on sort of a cartoon kind of level. I got into a lot of stuff when I was a kid in that kind of stuff, so it's cool for that. I just wonder whether they're really valuing the fans as much as they should. Definitely let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, we're so close now to the upcoming release of The Rise of Skywalker, and I'm hoping it's going to be good, but as much as I love Disney, as much as I love a lot of stuff they've done, sometimes it feels like maybe they're not as appreciative as they should be. Definitely let me know, guys. I don't really see any. Oh yeah, there are special features. There is Path of Resistance, rewinds, 4 audio commentaries, and 12 bonus shorts. Huh? Not bad special features. If you guys are a fan of Star Wars and like everything Star Wars, because I know a lot of fans really love stuff. They love the comic books and they love the books and they love a lot of the animated stuff. I know they've done a lot of cool animated stuff in the past, like the stuff with the Clone Wars. Does this match it, or does it? Or does it not? Definitely let me know, guys. And one other thing I'm seeing over here, just wanted to let you guys know that they do have the Blu-ray of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels for $14.99. Watch this before you ever watch The Hustle. Steve Martin just blows Rebel Wilson out of the goddamn water. Guys, such a classic movie. One hell of a funny and one crazy ass movie, and I loved every second of it. I was hoping The Hustle was going to be just like this, just updated for modern times, and it turned into a really unfunny and convoluted mess that really just unfortunately just really doesn't do justice to this movie, which is so awesome. Definitely give this a watch if you haven't, guys. So awesome. Alright, well, that does it for Best Buy, guys. A lot of really cool stuff this week, and unfortunately, all of the Best Buy stuff sold out for sure. So if you have some in your area, definitely pick it up. Alright, let's head out. Actually, decent selection this week, guys, at the Beast. Not anything major like exclusives, but early on in the video I kind of knew we weren't going to get that. I thought maybe for The Walking Dead, but when Target didn't have anything, I was like, yeah, Best Buy is probably not going to have anything for The Walking Dead either. But it seems like there was some really great, decent releases across all the stores this week. Not massive like the last couple weeks, but certainly quite a bit to show off, and quite a bit of cool releases, whether it's horror or animation, comedy, family friendly. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming out this week, guys. So it feels like every single week we're just getting a lot of releases bombarded at us, and it's just going to continue, guys. It's just going to continue on and on and on. And yeah, hope you guys are ready for your wallets for the rest of the year, because there's going to be quite a bit to show off, guys. All right, well, not too bad here. Could have been slightly better, but again, after the massive endgame, the post-snap world is not always as plentiful as the pre-snap world. You know what I'm saying, guys? All right, let's head home and finish the video. All right, everybody, that'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And, I said it at the end of the Best Buy visit, but it really bears repeating that there is a lot of physical media to check out, man. I mean, yeah, it's not as good as last week or even the week before that, but man, there's still so much to check out. And I even forgot that, with the TV season coming up for a lot of these networks, that basically they're all putting out these TV box sets, getting people reinvested in these shows. So we're seeing a lot of sort of season box sets coming out on top of all of the movies that are coming out week in and week out. The fun never ends for physical media, guys, and it's not going to be stopping anytime soon. And, it's kind of interesting because sometimes when I go to Best Buy, I see a fellow YouTuber there, Matt from You and Your Horror Movies. Really great guy, loves talking movies and physical media, and such a really great personality, and just a really great guy overall. And he was talking to me, and he said, people say physical media is dying, but, I look at Best Buy and I look at all these releases and some of the stores that I'm going to, and it's like, I don't see it. I don't see what they're saying and what all the fuss is about it dying. And I tend to agree with him because, I mean, look, physical media is not anywhere close to where it used to be. It's just not going to. Back in the heyday and the golden age, we're never going to be there again. That's just unrealistic. But I think that seeing all the physical media that's come out and all of the releases that these stores are getting, it really does show that there's still so much support out there for physical media and for all these releases and, these old school titles and these independent studios that are putting out stuff. I mean, it's not going away anytime soon. And trust me, I mean, me going every single week, I see people bombarding the shelves and, picking up titles and giving things a chance. And it warms my heart to know that even though digital is kind of trying to creep in and the streaming is basically getting more popular, and even though there is a small decline for physical media, there is still so much love out there for it and support. And I'm really glad to still see that. And again, seeing all these titles out there really does make me believe that physical media is not dying anytime soon, not even close. It may get more niche, but as far as it being dead, that's completely overrated. Completely overrated, guys. But it's great to see all of the releases coming out, and by all means, more releases are coming, guys. Again, the stuff from the summer is creeping in. More TV box sets are coming. Again, me and Matt both agreed that basically through the end of the year, it's just one release after another to give a chance to or to buy. So hopefully you're prepared for your wallet hurting more and more as each week goes by, because there's a lot of stuff that is going to be shown that is going to be worth your time. So definitely save some money, guys, because you're definitely going to need it. But some really great releases this week, guys, for sure. Hope you picked up something good. If you did, definitely let me know. As far as I'm concerned, well, I got a title in the mail from Amazon Prime right here, guys. And this is actually a release from Warner Archive Collection. Now, it's actually an old school release that I haven't watched since I was a kid. Man, I remember loving the hell out of this movie. I never owned it on VHS, never owned it on DVD. This is the first time I've ever gotten it in the collection. I just remember watching this and just having a ball with it. I mean, it's a kid's movie, but it's very dark and very twisted, and I I thought I never had this in the collection, so this is a really wonderful surprise, man. That I've got this now, and oh man, I'm so happy to finally have this, dude. This is good nostalgia times for sure. But you guys will not get to check out exactly what I picked up until my Blu-ray Pickles video, which will drop at the end of the at the end of the month, beginning of next month. It'll show off all the titles that I picked up for the month of August, guys. And oh, along with collector's editions and limited editions and old 80s nostalgia titles, stuff from the 90s, I'm also getting some major new releases as well. There's some really good variety for the month of August, man. There's a lot of really great physical media coming out. I can't wait to show you all the variety that I got, because I think you guys are going to be surprised with a few of the titles that I got. I think you guys are going to really like what I picked up for sure. So definitely tune into that video when it drops next month. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD Tuesday videos I do every single week. Check out the theatrical movie reviews I do with my friends every single week. Check out the Blu-ray pickup videos I do every single month, plus movie hunting videos and movie topics and so much more. I recently released my July Blu-ray Pickles video, some really cool variety in there, some really interesting and unique and rare titles that some of you have said that you have actually never heard of, which kind of shocks me, but it just goes to show that, us movie lovers, we haven't seen everything, so it's nice to give a chance to some unique and interesting titles. So hopefully you guys check that video out. And Bob and I released our Stranger Things Season 3 spoiler review. We had a ball doing the review, talking about the third season and the show and where it could go and where it's headed. And we had a ball doing the video and reviewing the season. So if you haven't checked out that video, definitely do that. Plus a host of movie reviews that are coming, guys. We have checked out a ton of movies, stuff from like a week or two back that we're finally getting to now, and there are some great reviews that are hitting the channel very soon, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Plus so much more videos. August is a very good month for movie lovers, both physical media form and in the theaters, guys, so hopefully you are checking some good stuff out for sure. But if you love movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become a part of the Film Fan Nation. I want to thank my subscribers, guys. You literally are some of the best subscribers that any YouTuber can honestly have. And I truly do admit that, because, I release a video and I think to myself, God, you guys have work and you have family and you have other busy things in your life, and you guys aren't going to watch the video. And then you do, and you comment, and you really show me a lot of great love and support, and I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. Even if you don't leave a comment and you just watch the videos, I really appreciate you so much, just taking time out of your busy life to sort of spend a little time with me, and I do appreciate that. I really honestly do, so thank you. So if you like what I do and how I talk about movies, then definitely hit subscribe, guys. And before I go, I just want to talk about an actor that recently passed away, Peter Fonda. Peter Fonda passed away, and what a legend, man. What a legend this guy is. I mean, everybody's going to talk about Easy Rider, and Easy Rider, come on. It's Easy Rider. It's easily one of the best films of all time. But he's done a lot of really great movies, man. I mean, Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, which is absolutely a phenomenal film from back in the day. I love that movie. I also love him in that horror B movie Spasms. Like, Spasms is a really great movie. I love that one. I loved him in Yuli's Gold. A lot of people found him in the movie Ghost Rider. I also really love his cameo in Escape from LA as a surfer. Come on, guys. He's done so much amazing work, and what's great about the guy is that no matter whether it was a B movie or some Academy Award-winning film, he always gave 100% as an actor. He really gave it his all, and you could tell in his performances that he really wanted to make it the best it could possibly be. And he's such a legend in the business, and he's somebody who's one of the best actors to grace the silver screen. And his movies aren't gonna die, guys. They're just not going to. I mean, I have some of them on my shelf. You guys have some of them on yours. These movies are not going to be forgotten anytime soon. We're going to remember them. Us cinephiles, us movie lovers are going to carry on the legacy of Peter Fonda for decades to come. Sir, you are not going to be forgotten anytime soon. Rest in peace, Peter Fonda. You will forever be remembered. You are one hell of a legend. You died a legend. You will remain a legend for sure. Rest in peace, sir. You are among many of your colleagues, and hopefully you are talking it up and enjoying some movies up in heaven for sure. You will sorely, sorely be missed, sir. Well, that will do it for the video, guys. Make sure to check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I post, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. Alright, guys, I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting.